Hey everyone. I chose a study that monitored interpersonal communication between specifically conflict, but sexual conflict discussions versus non sexual conflict discussions. Their hypothesis was that in a sexual conflict discussion, couples are more likely to be warm towards one another, less dominant, and also more in sync with one another. So, instinct meaning their definition was if one party or partner smiled, the other one was more likely to return that smile and also nod with reassurance and acknowledgement and other various forms of nonverbal communication. So, their delivery or their methods to arriving or testing that hypothesis was to have the couples separately and together go through a series of questionnaires that would target conflict issues, both sexual conflict issues and non-sexual conflict issues that the two parties differed in their solution. So it was, definitely conflict oriented, this study. They did prove their hypothesis to be accurate, that couples were more so warm and less dominant and more in sync in a sexual conflict discussion. They also found that prior to the discussion, couples had more anxiety prior to the sexual conflict discussion, and their further research would be to measure why that anxiety prior to a sexual conflict discussion. If the anxiety was in regards to their partner or to themselves or just the topic in general. They also, with this study, it was somewhat limited with their constituents. They were mainly Caucasian, all of them heterosexual, and in established relationships, healthy established relationships. So a further investigation would diversify that pool of different types of couples, and different races, different variations of relationships in general, where they were at, new relationships versus old relationships, which they did have a little bit of, but mainly every relation was an established relationship. So if you have any questions regarding that, like how they measured the interpersonal communication between the couples, that's an interesting way that they did that. But yeah, any questions in general, I'd be happy to answer. Thank you.